I need a long ass drink. Wish it was bigger, because this is a bigger hiccup, bigger burp, bigger shit stain, bigger. Oh my god. This is a paid request for visual audio, Matt. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And for those interested in requesting any type of reviews, topics, reactions, commentaries, re-reviews, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. And this is I Got the Hookup 2 from 2019. And Master P might as well just took the script and pissed on it, and then lifted up, aired it out, and said, we're filming with this. Oh, you can't read it because of my piss? Well, you can read that it stinks, so make sure it stinks. And then just do whatever the hell you want, because that's what this film felt like. Now, the first I Got the Hookup, it was alright. You know, I mean, it was no Friday, which I love. There was no Next Friday, which I enjoy. I really like All About the Benjamins. And for Master P stuff, I guess I Got the Hookup 1 is one of the better stuff he did. But he also did Hot Boys, which was an awful movie. And this is one of those films that came out where Master P's like, oh, you know what? We're black people. We finally got a movie made. We fought the system. I'm like, dude, you're not John Singleton. You're not Antoine Fuqua. You're not F. Gary Gray. You're Master P. You're not much of a director. You're not much of an actor. You're a good rapper. That's it. And this is without a doubt one of the most excruciating comedies I've seen in a long while. This is one of those films that is hard to get through. That you watch and you stop in the middle to do stuff. Because it feels like it's going nowhere. There's no structure. There's no story. It's not funny. And it just feels like it's just going in this random bit. This is where it's going, the story. And then even going around, you don't know what's going on, where it's going. Is there a story? And then there's kind of a story where the sons of Master P and A.J. Johnson get some phones and try to sell them. So the barest hint of a story is just a remake of the first one. Only this is shot much more poor. There are times that the audio, the music is louder than the dialogue. I'm not kidding. There are times where the first... Why is the audio of the music sometimes louder than the dialogue itself? Why is this film an hour and 47 minutes? It's a comedy. Whoa, 13 minutes of credits. 13! It's one of those credits where it starts out with showing footage. I just that was so good that while it's not in the film, we gotta keep it for the credits. And then it goes to regular credits. 13 minutes! 13 fucking minutes. Black and Blue, Master P and A.J. Johnson. Rest in peace, A.J. Johnson. He was in the first Friday. He's the one in the liquor store. Oh, my back and my neck will set out of court for $20. Or was it $50? Sorry, I can't remember. I'm not the best at remembering the dialogue. But he's been in other stuff too, and again, sadly he passed away. I think sadly he passed away from chronic ethanol use. Honestly, I don't even know. Chronic ethanol use. That's how A.J. Johnson passed away. It's too bad. I mean, you also have Johnny Witherspoon in the film. May he rest in peace. Who was in Friday. And, you know, first I Got the Hookup as well. You also have Tiny Lister Jr., who's Debo on Friday. And again, he was also in the first I Got the Hookup. So yeah, rest in peace Johnny Witherspoon. Rest in peace Zeus. Tiny Lister Jr., and rest in peace A.J. Johnson. But this film is god awful, and if this is one of the last films John Witherspoon and Tiny Lister Jr. did, it's a fucking shame. I mean, it starts with random shit. A guy, he's selling shoes and he's wearing a sombrero and got his shirt off. Or a guy's given a pill and his dick won't go down. And they're talking, trying to ad-lib, but nothing's funny. And then you try to have this, like, $3 animation intro, like, credit scene with Master P outside the car. And random chaos. Like this little kid. He looks like a little kid, but he's supposed to be a little person. I don't know if he is a little kid or a little person. I don't care. But anyway, he pretends to be a baby in a carriage while these women are with it. And then the little kid gets out with a shotgun. They steal a bunch of shit. There's a lot of like ad-lib skits. Like there's a guy talking with another guy. Oh, you saw a baby, motherfucker? You saw a baby, motherfucker? And like he slaps the guy. And I swear the guy is like, after he slaps the guy looks like he's ready to laugh. USS? That looks what the hell did he say? USS stand for you stupid son of a bitch. It's missing the B. And then he slaps the guy, and the other guy looks like he's going to laugh. It's like, hey, we got all these people. Because apparently, Master P tried to put this up to the Guinness Book of World Records for the most speaking parts. Why? What's the point of that? There's no narrative flow. There's no structure. There's no story. People, oh, come on, it's just a comedy, an urban comedy. No, Friday actually has a structure. It's about one day, and a guy lost his job, and you got the stuff with Debo, you got the stuff with Big Worm. You see there's actually a direction that it's going. This doesn't. For like an hour, it's like going nowhere except circling down a fucking toilet. And it's just not funny. And Master P gets a bunch of his kids in it. One of his sons is Romeo, is a detective. A detective that is patting down a woman because flirtatious, because he likes her and she likes him. And there's a woman filmed with a camera. I'm like, well, you don't get in jail. You don't get B2'd. But that never comes up. And then you have another son of Master P playing his son in the movie. You have this big guy who... Black and Blue, Master P and A.J. Johnson, they run a restaurant. And A.J. Johnson has a kid who's like really big guy. At times people call people flying munty bitches, and then you hear munty sounds. I can't do it, because I don't want to do it. Then this kind of subplot where A.J. Johnson, he can't get his dick hard, or people say he's got a little dick, and then they go to these two women wearing bee outfits, and they say, the bees are buzzing, you got a little dick. Sometimes the music is louder than the dialogue. At one point they go to a spa, an Asian spa, and when you get to the Asian spa, you hear a gong sound. Gong. Bow. It's funny, if I did a movie like that and put that in, I would be called racist, but you can't do it that because they're not white. I'm sorry, I mean, you go back to the day. My favorite... Okay. Where the fuck is the Blu-ray of that? My favorite comedy. Okay, this is my favorite comedy, right? Don't fall, please. This is my favorite comedy of all time. Personally. Personally, my favorite comedy of all time. If you're shaking, it's because it got the DVD in this as well as the Blu-ray. Love The Golden Child. Eddie Murphy is actually genuinely funny in this. And I'm fine with people using curse words. Andrew Dice Clay, Ford Fairlane is very funny. Richard Pryor, very funny. And See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Tons of people are funny, they use curse words. Even if you don't want it to be funny, like this, because of wit, timing, and likability of a character where it's an ordinary man in an extraordinary situation. Yeah, I'm gonna paddle his ass when I find him. Go paddle your ass when I find you. Then I'm gonna roll your ass till it bleeds. You see a little Harry Christian midget in a tree floating? Or was it just me? The phone's ringing. Maybe that's Rod Serling. Well, I could genuinely laugh and get chuckles out of this movie. Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. Even, Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence. Money Talks with Chris Tucker. Rush Hour 1 and 2, which have Chris Tucker. I meant All About the Benjamins. That's pretty funny. Very funny movie, All About the Benjamins. What the fuck else is there? I mentioned Friday, Next Friday. This is just garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. I dare you to find a funny bit in this movie. So yeah, the agent spa with the gone sound. John Witherspoon owns it. He's in it for like a minute, and then he's gone until like one of the end credit stuff where they're showing like deleted scenes, it seems. And then again, when I say the plot has no flow, at one point Master P's with a group of people, and a guy goes in, "Hey, listen up, I'm a cop, and there's a warrant out, and wow, you're all in the same room." Now you just say there's a warrant out for his arrest. But the very next scene, he's not arrested, he's not in jail, he's just in his restaurant. Or he's somewhere else. No, he's not in a restaurant. He's talking with A.J. Johnson and these other guys, and they say they want to buy the restaurant for $2 million. Now you think that's going to come into play. Wow, these guys who want the restaurant for $2 million. No. Even later on when the place is getting shut down, and they go, well, wait a minute, why don't you go back to that guy who wanted the restaurant for $2 million? No, that never... It's like they completely forgot about that. Or they try to put in stuff like Black's Credit Repair, and the woman's typing, but this is how she types. The absolutely fake typing. Yeah, I'm typing too. I'm typing on a computer too. I'm typing on a computer right now. That's how the woman's typing. And it's just like, is this a movie that's trying to just put random skits in? And there was a script written in crayon? Is that what it is? Or was it written with your dick and that's why it's so messy? I don't fucking know. And there's like in the restaurant, which also is the credit repair, a guy comes in to A.J. Johnson going, "Hey, you took my money, I'm going to take your ass." And then A.J. Johnson's son comes up. And then, to describe the scene, the son grabs a guy, and they do this. Literally like a tilt-a-whirl, reading around the rosy. And it shoots A.J. Johnson, and this is how he falls back. Like this. Like stiff, not moving. And in case I have the poster on the other side. It's like... I can't explain just how shitty this looks. And then you have this loud slurping sound from a guy. And then it cuts to this heavy drama music that's louder than the fucking dialogue. And then apparently the restaurant has been shut down. And then I'm thinking, okay, what about that guy that was going to buy for $2 million? Nah, we're not going to go into that. And then, by the way, after the first bit, Master P and AJ Johnson, and that's probably like an hour into this hour and 47-minute movie, and then they're very much in the back, very much in the background. Because then it goes into, there's this bad guy, Pablo, and then the sons steal phones and they don't want to sell it, but then there's some Wi-Fi stuff they put in it. And then there's Tiny Lister Jr., he pops for one scene. But if you're thinking, okay, now Tiny Lister Jr. is going to try to attack AJ Johnson, he's going to try to attack Master P, he's going to join the bad guys, he's going to want revenge. No. Tiny Lister Jr. is there for a cameo, and then he disappears for the rest of the movie. AJ Johnson, for the rest of the film, he's in a hospital bed. And he's watching porn, and he says on the porn something about a horse or something, and then he gets hard. Master P, once in a while he's on the phone, looking like he's on a fucking golf course. It's probably where he did most of his directing, from the golf course. Just telling people on the phone. So they're selling the sons are going to sell the phones, and the bad guy's pissed, so he wants the money, and then the ending is his Master P's son plays a cop, and I think in the movie he's supposed to be his nephew, like character-wise, is the cop. And there's like a setup, and Master P's beating some guy down, and the guy's like fighting a girl, and he keeps going, I can't, if I punch a girl, I'll go to hell. I can't do it. And then a girl like knocks her out. And the fight choreography, I've seen Dolomite have better fight choreography than this. Dolomite has better fight choreography than this fucking movie. And the camera a lot of times would be like, oh shit, let me go over here. Throughout the film. You have the camera, oh shit, let me go over here. Or sometimes go, oh shit, I'll go over here. This is, and then at the credits, it'll show like text and, oh, this invention made Master P and them rich and millionaires, and AJ had this girl who said this baby was his kid, but they went on a talk show and he realized it wasn't his kid. The doctor was the baby's mama, the baby mama. This is such a hard movie to sit. Hard movie to sit in one go. It's too long. It's messy. It's poorly filmed. It's poor with its audio level. You think a guy whose job is with the music industry would know about audio levels? When so many times the music is louder than the dialogue, and you don't notice that? And you have a budget? And you're making a film for people to buy? I don't know, for $13, however fuck many. The acting is pretty bad. It's a waste of John Witherspoon in one useless cameo scene. Waste of Tiny Lister Jr. and may they rest in peace. It's so many random people. Let's have a random bit in a barber shop. Let's have a random bit where a woman, I recognize her, I forget her name though. She's trying to mess with AJ Johnson in the hospital. And I like her, I forget her name though. It's like, hey, let's have you pop up for 30 seconds, then you leave the movie. Let's have you pop up for 30 seconds, then you leave the movie. Let's have you pop up for a minute, then you leave the movie. It could become discombobulated. To a point you don't, what the fuck? Again, when you get to the hour mark and you don't know what the story is, yeah, that's a fucking issue. That's a fucking problem. And if it was funny, cool, but none of it is funny. What jokes am I supposed to laugh at? A.J. Johnson, his character is a little dick. That person said flying monkey bitches, and then the soundtrack has real monkey noises on it. They curse. I like cursing. I curse too. Doesn't automatically mean funny. This little kid brought out a shotgun and robbed someone. I mean, this had 4 to 5 writers on it. 4 to 5 writers. It says 4, but I wouldn't be surprised there were more. And they just decided to walk away and don't put my name on it. But at least 4? At least 4 writers are credited? At least 4? Or maybe I just stopped. I know it was 4. I stopped counting after. When it got after 2, I'm like, Jesus, really? For I Got the Hookup 2? You need at least 4 writers? And then a lot of it just felt like it was random ad-lib anyway. So yeah, this is, without a doubt, one of the worst comedies I've seen. It goes up there with Going Overboard. It goes up there with the epic movie, disaster movies, that type of stuff. It goes up there with Inappropriate Comedy and Movie 43. I mean, I don't know how many comedies I reviewed that were epic. Like, I'll probably just call this rant, but I mean, Bulletproof 2. Yes, there was a Bulletproof 2. Like, these movies that didn't need a sequel, and they're just complete, utter garbage. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Maybe don't write your script with crayon. Maybe if you have 4 writers, stop smoking weed and try to actually write a script that's funny. Maybe don't try to go for your Guinness Book of Records of most speaking parts. How about you take some characters and you make them, I don't know, have a flow? Get some hustle in there? With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.